Welcome back to another episode of The Driver's Seat. I'm here. I'm Caitlin Wallace, the elusive 45 mini stock at Flamboro Speedway. My co-host is
I am Megan Mitchell, driver of the number 97 Pier Stock at Flamboro Speedway.
our producer with us now, John.
Yeah. How's it going, everyone?
Good.
Not bad. Not
Let's get
bad.
right into it. We had a race this weekend. And Meg, how did it go?
Good for once, actually. I mean, actually, you know what? I can't even say the first one wasn't good because, my pride's been hurt the past few weeks getting lapped again, and I didn't get lapped in the first one, so that was cool. That was good for me. But the second one was my best race I've had since 2021, which is really sad, but it felt really good. So can't even complain.
Yeah, and I saw that you did a sixth place
Yeah.
and you started pulling. You led like a bunch of laps. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. I was happy. More than happy. I bawled my eyes out. I'm going to be honest.
Happy tears, obviously.
Yeah. I haven't had a night, a finish that good. It sucks falling from the pole, but I don't know. That was my best finish I've had since I came back. So
I was gonna say you fell from the pole, but like you didn't fall from the pole. Like you were still up there.
mhm.
Phenomenal.
Usually I would have just thrown the anchor. As soon as they caught up, I would have just thrown it and let everybody go. But which I kind of did. I had three of the fastest cars coming up behind me in a pack. So I'm I'm not gonna fight them for this. I'm gonna keep my speed, but I'm just gonna move down and give them the top lane and hope that they all just shuffle through. So it's like they did. I made them work for it still, but
Don't shake your head at her, John.
No, 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 no.
She's working on
She's
it.
working on it. I'm
man,
really proud of her.
Okay.
I messaged her as soon as I saw it, and I congratulated her. I've had a couple days to simmer about it. Now I get to say how I feel. And yet, yes, I'll be honest. Don't give it to them.
I didn't.
Fight them for it. Make them
I
work to it.
I
Don't
mean
let
I
them go
gave.
to. You gave them the outside, and if you're gonna slow down enough in the corner, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
trust me.
inside
I
lane is
was
the
I
one to
was still edging out on them coming out of the corners, but I knew that if I didn't, I'm gonna be out. We all know, Gary Slamma will put a bumper to you. So he was right there. I wasn't gonna play that game. I know he's fast. I know what they'll do. So I'm like, I have Craig Cole, John Cote, and Gary Slamma right behind me. It wasn't even worth it. I'm like, I'll make them work, but I wasn't gonna hold that fast line knowing that I was either gonna move or be moved. So I settled. Sixth place is a win. I'll take it.
Well,
That
not
was a
only did you have Gary, uh, Cole, and Cote behind you coming down on you, but then you also had Riddell and Chase,
mm.
right? So
And
to finish sixth with those five in front of you,
mm-hmm.
like,
It was nothing to be upset about. It's and then seeing those two come up about half a lap later, I'm like, this is the points leader and the guy in second. They're battling it out right now, and I'm like, I could have held them off a little longer. I still made them run for it, but I'm like, I'm not about to fuck with. I'm not about to. I'm not about to interfere with the guys leading the points. So I'm
I
like,
can't believe you did that to us.
I did that,
I can't believe it. Now I gotta
I
go find my naughty book and write you down in it to make a mark of when I need to go back.
Just like that, we've become an R-rated podcast again. Did Sandra sound normal for you this time?
No, I meant to record it too so I could show you. It is not Sandra. It's an imposter.
What is it, like a man voice, British voice? Like, what are we looking at here?
No, it's like a higher pitch. Like it's not Sandra.
So instead of like, you're now recording, it sounds more like, you're now recording.
I
Yeah,
think
like yeah. It is not Sandra. I don't know who this is.
mine just goes recording in progress.
Oh my God. Uh,
Welcome back, guys.
welcome back. After a little bit of a technical delay there, technical difficulties with Meg and her. You know what's gonna be funny is if there's no actual delay after all this. Like I go
Yeah.
watch it and there's no delay.
We're
That
just
it we're gonna look stupid. That's
Yeah.
okay. Let's jump back into it here. Kait, you've been out of the saddle here for a few weeks after running one race. When can we see you coming out next?
um I think we were discussing on doing it this coming weekend, but I'm not now. Um
Can you make it
my
July 5th, please, so I could bring you your sweater?
well, the thing is my sister's moving.
Yep.
Um, she moved up to Bancroft, so they have our enclosed trailer, and they
Mm.
had a whole situation today, so the enclosed trailer's staying there right now. So
Mm.
we don't have that at our disposal still, but I don't know. I still don't know when I'll be out next. Could be next weekend, could be the weekend after. I was sad that I missed Meet the Drivers though. It's my favorite night. I know there's a second one, but
Mhm.
Now you got to be out for that one. If the
I'm
minis are running that night, you got to be there.
I'm gonna try because yeah, it's like my favorite night of racing. So I saw it was Meet the Drivers and I wouldn't be there. It's like okay, but yeah, I've been
That,
doing a lot of work at my house.
that's good. It's coming. I know. Dale's been sending me some footage of what he's been up to around the house there.
I was gonna say I've been up to it. Keyword. Gail's been up to a lot of stuff. I've been cleaning and helping when I can, obviously. But
Hey, teamwork makes the dream work here, right?
Exactly.
yeah, no, he's
He
been
People
rebuilding
do
our
one
deck.
thing, some others do another. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, yeah. I went shopping last Saturday.
Ooh.
I don't even remember what I was going for.
Don't tell me
Uh,
it was like one thing and next thing you know you got sidetracked. Oh, yeah, here we
I think
go.
it was.
You know what? That doesn't surprise me. I don't. Can we talk about that real quick? 'Cause I get really confused. Like, we're gonna sidetrack racing topics here for a second. How like because Jacqueline does the same thing. Like she's like, okay, like yesterday we went to the mall, okay, and she's like, we're gonna go to Decathlon and we're gonna go to um one other Bath and Body Works, okay. We go in, we walk straight to Shoppers Drug Mart. That wasn't on our scheduled stop list. And then we go to Dollarama. And then we bypass Decathlon or Bath and Body Works, and we go straight to Decathlon. And then we're like, oh, we're gonna go to Sport Check, and somehow we turn right into Old Navy, and then we went over to Sport Check, and then we went up to Metro, and then after that we left. I don't.
Didn't even do Bath and Body Works.
No, didn't even do Bath and Body Works because we didn't need to. We were gonna go over to pick up soap, but we didn't need soap. So
It's
like,
called side quests.
because like I know when I like okay, I'm gonna go to the mall for this, this, and this, and I go boom, 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 done and out. Same thing when I go to Walmart. We gotta go. You know, Jack and I have to go pick up bunnies greens for our bunny. If she comes with me, I'm there for an hour. If I'm in there, I'm in there for maybe 15 minutes.
It's like a video game, like Skyrim. You go to Windhelm for a main quest. And then there's a bunch of little dudes that you have side quests. So then you go to those guys because it helps you amp up your character. So then
Yeah.
you're stronger and you get more qualities and more magic and everything. And then you go back to that main quest. And sometimes you don't because the one side quest takes you to Run or whatever and or Grifton, and then you forget about the main quest in Windhelm
Oh
Yeah.
my Lord.
and
Honestly, though.
Jesus. I always I get frustrated because I'm an in and out kind of guy. Like get what I need and go to get the heck out of there. But also because I hate people.
Same.
I really hate people. So I don't want to spend my time around as many people as possible unless I'm at a racetrack because I think there's more than enough area. Even if the pits are full, grandstands are full, there's still areas where you can like you're not stacked in there like sardines. Like if you go to like a Walmart or a big box store or anything like that, you know?
Yeah. I'm a mix of both. Like I have my days where I hate people.
Hmm.
I mean, that's like majority of the time. But like most of the time I can manage it. And then there's days where like I just absolutely despise them. So then I just literally go in and out. Like I did today with grocery shopping. I was not in the mood for people. This was probably the heat. And so I had my list on my phone. I zoomed through the grocery store and zoomed out. I think I was like 10 minutes. It was great. But then
There you
there's
go.
days where like I stroll, look
Yeah.
over. It's usually actually when I'm with my mom. Now that I think about it.
Oh boy. All right, let's get back on our racing topics. I'm sorry for side questing us there.
Main
I
quest back.
huh?
We're back to the main quest.
Back to the main quest here. We're gonna talk racing. Um, this coming weekend, there's lots of racing happening this weekend around the province. Delaware's got double dates on Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, sorry. Um, Full Throttle's got double headers this weekend. Sauble's got a double header this weekend. Flamboro's got $15 general admission. Peterborough has double tuning night happening plus fan appreciation, which dang, I put them over there. Can't even grab them. Um, Lots of great racing happening this weekend. I know Meg's gonna be at Flamborough. She's kind of stuck there for with your guys running points. Not a big deal, but with lots of racing going on around the province and with double headers happening this weekend, does that kind of give you also the itch to be able to go out and travel a little bit more if you're able to?
Yeah. For some tracks, like Sauble. Like I'd love to go up to Sauble, but it's just not in the cards
Yeah,
right now. But
I was gonna say, and Sauble's got that. Uh, they have a Bone Stock Invitational next Sunday, actually.
yeah, we really wanted to do that one, but I don't think that's gonna be doable between work and Flamborough. I think that might be the plan next year, though, depending how
You're
the
gonna
rest of
schedule
the
it
year
out.
goes. Yeah, we're thinking we're gonna kind of do we say a part-time schedule, but it's like one weekend off a month, which I feel is still not part-time. But it also depends. Like if we do decent in points this year, we might want to keep going next year. So I
You know
don't
what?
know.
You know
It's
what?
like a
You know what?
tough
It sounds like
situation.
you guys need four more cars.
Honestly, though,
I have
like
one car and home track
There you
cars.
go. You have one car that's
yeah,
just set up
That's
for the home
a good
track.
car.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still run your points. You don't have to worry about your car getting wrecked. And then you
And
can also travel to Sauble and
Or
Delaware and
you have a fifth car that is specifically just for traveling and maybe not all of you guys go run, but let's say like you really want to go run Sauble. You get to take the car up to Sauble, right? But your
Mhm.
family comes with you. Your brother
Yeah.
wants to go run Peterborough for autumn colors. He can take that car or the sunset deals or anything like that, right?
Hmm.
If you don't want to take your car, maybe it's easier just to get to. I mean, I think I've seen a few up for sale. Actually, I think I saw some are up for auction even right now.
Oh, don't even get me started.
I get technically here. They did have a fifth car,
They did.
but
We
now
still,
it's back down to four.
for now. It's the
Don't
fifth.
don't need to rub salt in the wound on Meg there, okay?
Oh no,
It is not
no.
salt, it's sugar. Okay?
The fifth one is literally halfway built already. So we're replenishing.
We're
Although at this
okay.
point, I don't even know what car is going to be what because, like, my dad's so frustrated with his car. I'm actually liking my Frankenweenie car that I hated at first. That now I'm like, I don't even know if I want to run my new car. Like, my new car might just be my dad's car, and my dad's car might just be the spare. I don't know.
There you go.
We might just play a little switcheroo. I don't know. We'll see.
Cars.
You guys are
We
really
have
messing with the driver's seat.
A little bit there, eh? That's funny.
Slow golf clap for that one.
maps.
Snaps. Oh, what are we? Freaking slam poetry here?
No, that's pretty slamful.
Right, slamming right into the trash.
You grab the back of someone's head and slam their face into a pie, pretty much is what you do.
I want to do that so bad. I just want to go up to someone, just
Oh, I'd love to. I have a list of people.
yeah. So do I.
It'd be very humorous.
Surprisingly, no one in the racing community though.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the bonus part. No one in the racing community, but there's a few other people that yes, yeah, they could get a lot more than a pie to the face.
It's a good bonus for you, John.
Huh?
Bonus for you, John.
Yeah, a little bonus. All right. Well, since we got off the rails enough, I think it's time to go into this week's checkers or wreckers. What do you guys think?
All right.
All right, and it's time for this week's checkers or wreckers presented by Graphic Design Studio. This week, all three of us will be participating. Megan has some questions for me, but of course, I got some questions for the ladies. First up, we are going to be putting Megan up onto the pedestal here to see how well she knows her favorite NASCAR driver, Dale Earnhardt Jr. 1 minute on the clock. We have 10 questions available. So if we get through all 10, we'll see how we do, okay?
All right.
All right, timer's up on the board here. First question. What car number is Dale Jr. most famous for driving?
8.
Who was Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s father?
Dale Sr.
What is Dale Jr.'s nickname?
Pass.
How many times did Dale Jr. win the Daytona 500?
Once. Maybe.
How many times what team did he race for after leaving Dale Earnhardt Incorporated?
Hendricks.
What is Dale Jr.'s favorite type of sandwich?
I feel like I've actually heard this, but I don't know.
What is the name of the media company Dale Jr. started and his podcast?
Is his the Dirty Mo? Something like that.
What year did Dale Jr. retire from cup racing?
Man, I can't even think of years now. I'm going to say 2015.
All right. We'll see how you do after we get through Kate's questions here.
Dale's in the background whispering on
He probably knows the answers, eh? Yeah.
10 for 10. Easy.
Oh, here's like
We only got through 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. So we're gonna move over to Kate here. We got 10 questions up on the board for her favorite sports team, which is the 2025 Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers. First question's up on the board. Kate, what year were the Florida Panthers founded?
1999.
What animal is on the team logo?
Panther.
Which arena do the Panthers play in?
Amarant Bank Arena.
Who is the Panthers' current captain?
Alexander Barkov.
What's the name of the Panthers' mascot?
Pass.
Who did the Panthers face in the 2024 Stanley Cup Final?
Edmonton.
How many Stanley Cups have the Panthers won?
2.
What's the signature Panthers fan tradition thrown on the ice?
Throwing rats.
Who is the Panthers' all-time leading scorer?
I don't know.
Finish this chant. Let's go.
Panthers?
All right, timer's up. We actually got through all 10 questions for you there. Hey, don't stop laughing at me like that. That's the questions I got given to me, okay?
In Dale's face that I'm laughing at, he's like,
Don't ask me. I didn't know. I didn't read all the questions, okay? So I should have gone back to the other one that you didn't get.
The top scorer, so.
All right, but we're going to go back here to Megan. We're going to see how well she did. All right. Dale's over there mouthing off as usual.
He's waiting to see how many he got right.
Megan got 50% on hers. You went 4 for 8. First question I asked is, what car number is Dale Jr. most famous for driving? You said the 8. You said 8. That is an acceptable answer, but also the 88 is also an acceptable answer as well. Who is Dale Jr.'s father? You said Dale Earnhardt Sr. You are correct. What is Dale Jr.'s nickname?
Boomba.
We would have accepted Junior or Little E.
What?
His nickname's Junebug.
How many? You're correct, but he also didn't like that nickname there, Dale. How many times did Dale Jr. win the Daytona 500? You answered once. It was twice.
Goddamn.
What team did he race for after leaving Dale Earnhardt Incorporated? You said Hendrick Motorsports. That is correct. What is Dale Jr.'s favorite type of sandwich? You decided to pass, and it's banana and mayonnaise. What is the name of Dale Jr.'s media company and podcast? You didn't get to the podcast part, but I will give you it. You did say Dirty Mo Media, so I'll give you that one. What year did Dale Jr. retire from full-time cup racing? You said 2014? 2015? That's incorrect. That was 2017.
Oh.
And just to see how well Dale Millard over there, back in the background with Kate, knows Dale Jr., what video game is Dale Jr. famously obsessed with?
Oh, I know this. No. I was just watching the podcast where his wife was yelling at him for playing this stupid game. God damn it. I don't know.
And who is Dale Jr.'s longtime spotter and close friend?
Tony Earring. Tony Earring Jr.
That's incorrect.
What is that?
TJ Majors.
Oh. He's a loser.
And also he's famously obsessed with playing iRacing.
Yeah. Well, no, he likes the old school one, so.
Yeah. All right. Now over to Kate. What year were the Florida Panthers founded? You said 1999? That's incorrect. It was 1993. What animal is on the team's logo? You said a panther. That is correct. This is the question that I didn't know if you were going to get or not. Which arena do the Panthers play in? You said Amarant Bank Arena. That is correct.
In Sunrise, Florida.
Who is the Panthers' current captain? You said Alexander Barkov. That is correct. What is the name of the Panthers' mascot? You were unsure of this one, but it is Stanley C. Panther. Question
Interesting.
6 was, who did the Panthers face in the 2024 Stanley Cup Final? You said Edmonton Oilers. That is correct. How many Stanley Cups have the Panthers won? You said 2. That is correct. They are back-to-back champions. What's the signature Panthers tradition thrown on the ice? You said rats. That is correct. Who is the Panthers' all-time leading scorer? You were unsure of this one. It is Jonathan Huberdeau. Wow, Huberdeau. As early of 2024. And of course, you got the last one correct. Finish the chant. Let's go.
Panthers.
You got that one correct.
Your
So,
face at the end of that. I didn't even want to ask it.
as soon as I read it, I'm like, I feel so stupid for this one. But regardless, though, Kait, you got 7 out of 10. Congratulations. So Kait is the winner. I think that puts her up to 4-1.
I think so.
I think that puts her up to 4-1 on the series. But now we're gonna have the fun part where the ladies are gonna try to embarrass me. But this week it's Megan's turn to try to embarrass me. She has some questions up for you guys, for her to ask. We're gonna bring over the timer back up here again. Whenever you're ready, fire away. Let's see how well I do.
I tried to be somewhat fair. Okay. We'll see, though. I'm ready.
Okay.
What former speedway was built inside a horse track but is now lost to nature?
Kawartha Speedway?
Which part of a cat's body is as unique as a human fingerprint?
A paw print?
What major improvement was made to Flamboro Speedway in 1998?
I'd say a repave.
True or false? Dr. Pepper is older than Coca-Cola.
Yes. No, false. Yeah. Oh. I want to say true, but I don't think it's false. I'll go false.
It's said that there are 23 flavors in Dr. Pepper's blend. Which of the following is not one of the 23 flavors? Cherry, licorice, banana, or vanilla?
Hold on. Cherry?
Cherry, licorice, banana, or vanilla?
Licorice.
What year was Dr. Pepper first created?
1882.
How many whiskers does a cat have on average?
1885. 10. And timer's up.
Okay.
I thought you said you weren't going to time yourself because you're not.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yes, you're correct. Hold on.
Gosh.
Ask the rest of your questions. I'm not part of the
Okay.
timing group here.
I only have 2 more anyway.
All right.
What is the physically largest breed of cat?
A bobcat? Like lion? Like, I don't know.
Okay, I mean, fair, but
They're part of the cat family. They're part of the cat family.
Domestic.
You didn't
House
say
cat.
domestic. You didn't even say it was
House cat.
domesticated.
You went bobcat. They're like one of the smaller wildcats.
That's why I changed it to lion.
And the last one, before it was called Dr. Pepper, what was it called?
Oh no, because it was invented by a doctor in Texas.
But it
Oh no,
has-
he did have another name for it before it became Dr. Pepper, but that is something that I don't have in my useless knowledge piggy bank right now.
Okay.
All right, let's see how well I feel. I did terrible on this one. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sucked. That's what I'm hearing here. All right, let me have it.
Okay. What former speedway was built inside a horse track? It was Wasaga Beach Speedway.
You didn't know that, John. Like, that's embarrassing. For you.
Hold on.
I didn't know it was a freaking speedway. I asked ChatGPT.
Well, the horse track was built inside of it?
No, the racetrack was built inside of the horse track,
Yeah.
but is now gone to nature.
I knew it was. I should have known it was Wasaga because I've been looking at that track recently.
The cat's nose is as unique as a human fingerprint. I would have known that. Flamboro was resurfaced and restructured in 1998.
Got
And
one.
Dr. Pepper is older than Coca-Cola by 1 year, which
Ah,
answers the other question, what year was Dr. Pepper first created? It was 1885. Out of cherry, licorice, banana,
here we go again.
we were celebrating that you got that one right.
It's the way you hold up the fingers. That's what we've come to realize.
Yeah.
What the heck? Out of cherry, licorice, banana, and vanilla, banana is not a flavor.
I was gonna
Really?
say, I was gonna say, when you said licorice, I'm like, there's a banana flavored Dr. Pepper that's
No. It's part of the 23 flavors.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole deal with Dr. Pepper is that it's 20. I don't even have a proper can anymore, but it's 23 flavors.
Ew.
So
Right.
to get, you got to think back when Dr. Pepper was first created, it was actually used as like a medicine.
Ugh.
I know that.
Yeah, the guy who did it was actually a doctor, and he actually gave it to as medicinal purposes down in Texas. Obviously, the recipe has changed a little bit since then to get the deliciousness that we get now. But it was actually used as a for medicinal purposes, as like a cough syrup or like a stuff like that. Imagine getting that as instead of amoxicillin, you got Dr. Pepper. Yes, please. Anyways, continue.
Cats have 24 whiskers on average, 12 on each side of their face. And the largest breed of, I should have said house cats, I'm sorry, is Maine Coons. And before it was called Dr. Pepper, it was called Waco. It was named after the
They're
city
the town.
sold in.
Waco, Texas.
Yeah.
That's where I want to go. I want to go to Waco, Texas so bad.
Why?
Huh?
Because of Dr. Pepper?
Because of Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
And also the Waco, Waco's had some stuff happen in that town. And I want to go visit it all because I'm a weird person like that. I want to go see all that stuff. Was it? They had that fertilizer plant that went off. Then they had the guy who had a cult down there in Waco. I want to go for that reason as well. I watched a documentary about that. That was actually pretty cool. Not a documentary, but it was like a mocu-series. I don't know how to call it, but it was on Netflix there. It was called. It was a docu-series called. Yeah, it was. It wasn't a remake or it wasn't like a thing, but it was actual like yeah. I enjoyed that. That's another reason why I want to go to Waco, Texas. Waco's had some crap happen to them, and I feel bad for them. But you know what? Dr. Pepper is probably the best thing that's come out of there. So thank you, Waco, Texas. All right. Well, that does it for this week's Checkers or Wreckers. Kate's up on Megan here 4-1 in the series. Meg, you gotta do something if you want to get that.
I know.
If you want to get
Like
that.
the Maple Leafs and just blow it. Blow
Sorry.
The lead. I could be like the Maple Leafs. I'll just blow the lead.
You know, you need to get to one more because it's usually like a 5-1 lead.
Okay, I'll blow one more and then I'll blow it.
Yeah.
Maple Leaf style. I'm gonna get beat for that.
All right. Well, we're gonna jump into this week. We actually have a little bit of a spotlight here for that's usually in the True North Region podcast, but we're gonna debut it this week in the driver's seat. We're gonna check out what vehicle Haley Hill has for us in this week's Driving with Haley vehicle spotlight. All right, we're back with another edition of the Driving with Haley vehicle spotlight, where the rubber meets the road, and we put the spotlight on the hottest rides rolling through the lot. Today, we're looking at the 2025 Jeep Compass Altitude. Now, let's start under the hood. It is packing a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that's smooth, responsive, and built to move. This power is backed by an 8-speed automatic transmission and 4x4 drivetrain, so whether you're on the daily commute or heading off the beaten path, this Jeep's got the guts to go. Now, let's talk tech. This ride is stacked with the driver assistance program. We're talking park sense, front and rear sensors, parallel and perpendicular park assist, and even adaptive cruise control with stop and go. Traffic, who cares? The Compass basically handles it for you. This Compass is also with a 360 surround view camera system, makes everything totally visible all the way around. plus blind spot monitoring, rear cross path detection, and forward collision warning with active braking. Safety locked in. And then let's not forget comfort. Heated seats, heated steering wheel, dual zone climate control, power lift gate, remote start, select terrain traction management. This thing is smarter than your average vehicle and smoother than your Sunday morning coffee. Oh, in the interior tech, 10.25-inch driver display, Uconnect 5 with navigation with a 10.1-inch touchscreen, GPS navigation, and yes, a wireless charging pad. No more cable chaos. From safety to style, convenience to capability, the 2025 Jeep Compass Altitude hits the mark. It's sharp, it's confident, and it's ready for anything, just like Haley. If you're looking to get into the 2025 Jeep Compass Altitude, contact Haley today at 289-808-2820 or email her at hhill@bayking.ca. All right, and we're into our ChatGPT roast us. As you guys know, we put out on social media that some topics for people to roast, for ChatGPT to roast us about. And, this week it was the fans had suggested that we do our favorite genre of music. We are going to do it 2 rounds. We're going to do a normal roast and as well as a nuclear roast or some serious heat. First up, we are going to make Kait go with her normal roast for her favorite genre of music.
Okay, so I asked ChatGPT to roast me for my favorite music genre, and I said country music. I knew it was gonna hurt when I did country music. So the normal roast, as I stutter trying to get normal out. Oh, country music, huh? So you like your heartbreak with a side of tractor engine and your romance sung through nasal twang and pickup truck metaphors. You out here crying over someone who left you and the dog, but don't worry, you still got your beer, your boots, and the suspicious amount of denim. You probably think a banger is a song about losing your girl, your job, your truck, and your will to live, but sung with a banjo solo that somehow makes it okay. Your playlist is just emotional damage set to acoustic guitar. Every song's like, she took the kids, the dog, and my Ford, and now I'm drinking alone on this hardwood floor. And you're just in your room like, this is real music. If country music were a food, it'd be cold beans straight out of the can while sitting on a tailgate of a rusted out Chevy, staring at the stars, questioning life's choices. But hey, at least your heartbreak comes with fiddle.
Oh man, that's a good one. All right, Megan, you're up for your normal one.
Also country music, but
Okay, that's it.
It gave me a different one. Okay, for mine it said country music, the genre where every song is either about your truck, your dog, or the woman who took both and still somehow left you with just your beer and your feelings. I guess that's somewhat similar. It's the only genre where grown adults write heartfelt ballads about tailgates like they're sacred altars, and every heartbreak somehow ends with a fishing trip. You don't even need a full band, just a guitar and the ability to rhyme whiskey with miss me. And let's be honest, if country music had a dating app, it would just be called Farmers Only, but make it sad. Still, nothing hits harder than that one slow song about Grandpa's truck. Respect.
Oh boy, because I also did country. So I'm gonna read off. I'm gonna do both, so that way you get. So there's a little bit more here, okay? But I also added late '90s, early 2000s hip hop and rap. Okay, so I'm gonna read off my country one real quick for normal, and then I'm gonna go read the normal one for my hip hop one. Okay. All right, so you like country music? That's cool. Nothing like heartbreak, trucks, and beer to really spice up your playlist. You probably think wearing a ball cap backwards is formal wear. Every song on your playlist has the words "dirt road," "whiskey," or "mama crying." You don't cry during sad songs. You just stare out the window like you're in a low-budget music video. That's facts. Not gonna lie. Your idea of genre diversity switching from Luke Bryan to Morgan Wallen. You've never been to a rodeo, but your Spotify rap says otherwise. All right, now on to the late 90s, early 2000s hip hop. All right, Golden Era Fan Edition. That's what it says here. Your playlist sounds like Def Jam Vendetta loading screen. You act like you were there when 50 Cent got shot 9 times, but you were 9 years old in a booster seat. You refuse to listen to anything new because today's rappers ain't real. Like you personally funded Nas's debut album. You quote the blueprint like it's scripture, but haven't done taxes since 2011. You talk about real real lyricism, but still yell "yeah" like Little John every time someone plays "Get Low." Your car aux cord has PTSD from being forced to replay Country Grammar, Still Dre, and Hot Boys for the last 20 years. So that's round number one. Now we're gonna go to the nuclear edition. Kate, kick us off.
So I said meaner, and so it said, "Oh, you want it meaner? Buckle up, cowpoke." You like country music? So basically, your idea of a good time is listening to a man in a $900 cowboy hat cry over a woman who left him because he couldn't stop emotionally bonding with his lawnmower. Your music genre is just therapy for people who think whiskey and horsepower can fix generational trauma. Every song is either "she left me" or "she might leave me" or "she's thinking about leaving." But I bribed her with a Slim Jim and a six pack. You listen to people with names like Travis, Hank, or I don't even know how to say that one. You look like, oh, sorry, who look like they've never experienced joy outside of shooting cans off a fence and writing sad poetry about it. And the lyrics? Literal genius. My dog died, my truck won't start, and my heart's as busted as my transmission. Damn, Shakespeare, slow down. You probably considered a banjo solo a religious experience. You hear someone say y'all and you ascend spiritually. You once cried because a guy rhymed boots with roots and you felt that. Country music fans don't need therapy. They've got three chords, a porch swing, and crippling emotional repression wrapped in a twangy hug. But hey, enjoy your music about dirt roads, tractors, and loving woman named Becky who mysteriously vanished after the second verse. Yeehaw, you emotionally constipated tumbleweed.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
All
It was
right.
Megan, your turn.
So I said, make it nuclear. They said, country music is what happens when someone writes a love letter to their cousin and their tractor and decides to turn it into a chart-topping single. It's the only genre where a guy can win a Grammy for sobbing into a banjo about his ex stealing his lawnmower. Every country song sounds like it was written by someone who got dumped at a gas station and then married the pickup truck that consoled them. You could swap out 90% of country lyrics and no one would notice. Just change beer to whiskey and back road to dirt road and boom, new hit. And let's not ignore the fashion. Country concerts look like cosplay for people who got lost at a rodeo and decided to stay. Cowboy boots, bedazzled jeans, and hats big enough to block out actual talent. Even country rebels just sound like someone mildly annoyed with their horse, or mildly annoyed their horse won't start. But hey, keep cranking out those breakup songs, Nashville. The rest of us need something to skip on Spotify.
Oh, oh, those are some good ones. My jaw was open for like the first like two. Those are good. All right, so my nuclear for country. Oh, so you're a country fan. Congratulations. You've built a personality around tailgates, flannel, and heartbreaks caused by women who upgraded dudes with real jobs. Your playlist sounds like the background noise of a gas station that also sells fishing licenses. Every song you love could be titled "My Dog Left Me, but My Truck Stayed Loyal." You treat the Grand Ole Opry like church, but haven't read a book since Toby Keith had a hit. Facts. Your definition of culture is going to a bar that serves Bush Light in a mason jar. You cry every time someone plays "Humble and Kind," but you still flip people off in traffic. I am that person. You say you love the lyrics, but couldn't quote a single one that doesn't involve dirt or heartbreak. You think country is about real life until you realize you've never owned a tractor, a ranch, or even a grill that works. If your music taste had a smell, it'd be a mix of engine oil, expired Copenhagen, and high school football nostalgia. All right, heading on over to my hip hop one. You love late 90s and early 2000s hip hop? Oh, you mean you emotionally peaked when Sean Paul said, "Just give me the light," and never looked back. Your music taste is stuck in an era when everything was about either rims, Tims, or shorties in the club. You judge people like for liking mumble rap while still acting like Ja Rule didn't try to sing every hook like a dollar store Drake. You treat 8 Mile like it's your life story, but the only battle you ever had was with your Wi-Fi connection. You still think Drop It Like It's Hot is peak sophistication. You said this beat goes hard about this about the same 10 Neptune productions for 2 decades. Your idea of diversity is switching from DMX barking to Outkast getting weird in a music video. You talk like you missed the real hip hop scene, but never left your hometown and think BET Uncut was cultural renaissance. You treat mixtape DJ drops like they're sacred scripture. The DJ clue 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 gives you chills. You don't stream music, you spiritually visit LimeWire every time you hear Grinding by Clips. And let's be honest, if someone plays Tipsy by Jay Kwong, you suddenly in a time machine wearing oversized jeans, tilted hat, and too much cologne like it's prom 2004 all over again. Those weren't as like
Yeah.
to the point. I don't know. The hip hop ones really let me down.
Yeah.
But next time out, we're gonna put up a whole new batch of suggestions next Monday. Hopefully, I get them out earlier than I usually do. But make sure you guys follow Joe Media Promotions on Facebook, Instagram, or Facebook especially to get your input in. We put up a vote. Suggest some. We put out some topics. Feel free to suggest your own. We'd love to. I don't know what the hell Kate laughing about. We're definitely gonna find out here in a second. But yeah, give us topics. We'd love to hear from you guys what ChatGPT can roast us about next week. So as we move into our outro here, Kate, what the heck were you laughing about?
Told it to make it absolutely nuclear.
Oh, did it get worse?
Yeah.
All right. We're back into the ChatGPT roast us. Kate, how bad was it? How bad was it?
It got really descriptive.
Oh no.
So it said, "Oh, you want nuclear. You want a roast so savage it makes your cowboy boots curl and your dusty playlist start crying? Saddle up, sweetheart, because I'm about to bulldoze your entire country music personality back to the Stone Age." You like country music? Congratulations, you voluntarily chosen to devote your life to a genre that peaked at achy breaky heart. Your Spotify Wrapped is just a red flag wearing a cowboy hat. If your musical taste were a dating app, yours would be banned for emotional negligence and too many songs about tractors. Every song in your playlist sounds like it was written by someone who's never left a Walmart parking lot and thinks a deep metaphor is comparing heartbreak to a flat tire on a dirt road. You're out here feeling things to the lyrics like, "I saw her kiss him on the tailgate, and now I'm drinking pain and chewing fate." Bro, that's not poetry. That's a cry for help in camo print. Your genre invented the emotional arc of "she left, my truck broke, my life's in shambles, but damn, this beer is cold." And you eat it up like it's the first time you've ever heard about like it's the first time you ever heard about sadness and alcohol. You listen to music that makes you nostalgic for breakups you've never had, pickup trucks you never owned, and cornfields you've never seen. You're out here crying over fictional heartbreaks in denim jeans holding a solo cup like it's a communion wine. And don't even get me started on the instrumentals. If I hear one more off-key fiddle screech like it's being strangled by a possum in heat, I'm calling FEMA. You probably think Luke Bryan is deep. You think Florida Georgia Line is boundary pushing. You think Country Roads Take Me Home is a spiritual mantra and not a song about being lost with no signal on a dying iPhone. Your idea of lyric genius is rhyming whiskey with miss me and you cry. So here's a toast to your emotionally damaged, beer-soaked, truck-humping, denim-choked, dog-mourning, over-twanging, over-evolved musical taste. You are one sad banjo away from writing a love song to your cousin and calling it a Grammy submission. Ye fucking ha.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord. You know what? I do like these a lot. These things are fun for us.
I want to do Favorite colors next week.
We're gonna do. Okay, next week we're not gonna do it. We're gonna do favorite colors.
Because
All right,
that'll rip us apart.
that'll rip us apart. Oh no, because I'm gonna be screwed.
Why?
My favorite color is red. You know what? I'm gonna make it specific, and I'm gonna explain to ChatGPT why my favorite color is that specific
Oh,
color of red.
you're giving it ammo.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
give it ammo because I'm gonna make it hurt. Because it's either gonna call me a walking red flag, or it's gonna say that I'm a basic for liking that color because it is with a specific team. So I'm gonna get screwed, and I'm gonna make it hurt, and tissue box is ready to go. We're already right here, so
There you go.
we're good to go. But anyways, let's get into our outro here. Where can they find you ladies this weekend if you're hitting up a track at all?
I feel like I don't even have to say. I'll be
Meg's gonna be
Bro.
running a triple feature this weekend. She's gonna go to Delaware Friday, Flamboro Saturday, and Sauble on Sunday.
Meg's driving all over Ontario.
Literally, oh my god. It would literally be
One
like
end to the other.
Hey, there's a country song called that. Putting some miles on it.
oh my god.
Oh, you're gonna put some miles on that Chevy this weekend. There you go. No, you'll be at Flamborough this weekend. Meg, are you hitting up the track this weekend, even as a spectator?
My name's Kate, not Meg.
Sorry. Wow. You know what? That sleeping in a chair thing does not work. I'm gonna be honest. Kate, where are you hitting up this weekend?
I actually got called into work for Saturday. So I'll be working 10 to 3. And then no idea. Might go riding if I don't go during the week. Yeah. Probably not a racetrack.
You know what? We'll have to talk about that next week. That getting back into riding, and you've done that. You did that last week. You're gonna do it again this week. So, let's put. Look, I'm gonna put that in. We're gonna talk about that next week and
Done it
our
for-
opening as well. Sorry.
I've been doing it for a few weeks now.
Well, we're gonna talk about it. How about that?
Okay.
All right. Where can they find you guys on social media to stay up to date, or should we just skip that? Meg, where can they find you on social media?
Facebook, TikTok, sometimes Instagram. Not really though. Facebook and TikTok. At MRC Racing. Yeah.
Kate still's got the one post up that I read every day. It's true poetry.
Every day.
Just trying to give her page views. That's all. I go through everyone's pages every day.
All of a sudden, my page is at like 1,000 views. Gone every day. True friends here, guys.
Exactly. Just trying to pump up those numbers. Help the
The dying racing team.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us once again for the driver's seat. It's been a lot of fun. You'll catch you guys back next. Oh, we're gonna have to skip next week, actually. We'll talk after, but we're gonna have to skip next week. That's on me. This is on me, okay? You guys can make sure to follow Joe Media Promotions on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, joemedia.ca to stay up to date with everything going on with the driver's seat, Today at the Races, then the True North Racing Podcast, as well as all of our fantastic drivers that we have competing under our banner this year. Thank you to Kate and Megan once again for being such gracious hosts and for allowing me to come out from the shadow and disturb the peace a little bit on the show. But for Kate Wallace and Megan Mitchell, we'll see you guys next time right here on the driver's seat. See you guys.
Ciao.
You can find Jomo Media and promotions on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and at jomomedia.ca. Until next time, keep your engines running and your belts tight.